When I try to poach an egg, the egg white often splatters everywhere and floats all over the pot. It's really unpleasant. I used to think that poaching eggs was something only professional chefs could do. But the truth is, poaching eggs is not only simple, but also very nutritious. My 97-year-old grandma often takes a long walk with her dog. Then she comes into the kitchen to grab some poached eggs to eat. She loves them. Before we begin, may God bless you and your family. Let's get started. To get the most nutrition for your bone health and brain power, when you are walking down the dairy aisle at your local U.S. grocery store, look for the term pasture-raised. Unlike caged chicken, these hens spend their days walking outdoors under the sun. This lifestyle results in eggs with significantly higher vitamin D and omega-3 levels compared to standard ones. You might wonder about the color. While shell color just depends on the breed of the hen, the secret is in the yolk. A deep, vibrant orange yolk tells you the hen had a natural diet of greens and insects, providing more lutein to keep your eyesight sharp. Next, we are going to use a simple kitchen secret. Crack your egg into a fine mesh sieve. Gently shake or slowly rotate the sieve, allowing the thin, watery whites to drain away. You will see this part separate very clearly from the rest. What remains in the sieve is the prize, the firm yolk and the thick, sturdy layer of egg white that clings tightly to it. Now, gently transfer that beautiful thick egg from the sieve into a small ramekin or a prep bowl. Set it aside and let the egg rest for about 30 seconds. Next, let's get the water ready. Add about a tablespoon of vinegar and give it a quick stir. It's best to choose a pot deep enough to allow the eggs to float freely and maintain their shape. Bring it to a gentle simmer. You don't want a rolling boil, just small and steady bubbles. Here is the secret for beginners to get that perfect, tucked-in shape. Use a spoon to stir the water in a circular motion, creating a gentle whirlpool in the center of the pot. While the water is still spinning, take the small bowl with your resting egg and lower it as close to the water's surface as possible. Gently drop the egg right into the eye of the whirlpool. The spinning motion of the water will naturally wrap the whites around the yolk, hugging it tightly and preventing those messy strands from spreading. It is a simple trick that makes a world of difference. As soon as the timer goes off, lift the egg out with a slotted spoon and drop it straight into a bowl of ice water. This instantly stops the cooking process, ensuring the yolk stays runny and the shape stays firm. It is a professional move that keeps your eggs looking flawless until you are ready to serve. That was the method for a single egg. Things change when you need to prepare 3 or more eggs at once. You obviously cannot create 3 different whirlpools in one pot, and trying to drop multiple eggs into a single spinning current usually leads to a tangled, messy disaster. To feed the whole family or prep for the week, for a standard medium-sized pot, you want to add about 1 to 2 tablespoons of distilled white vinegar. Once the water is ready, lower the bowl with your first strained egg as close to the surface as possible and gently slide it in. Repeat this for the next 2 eggs, placing them in different corners of the pot so they have their own space to set without sticking together. Look at how beautiful these eggs turn out. My 97-year-old grandma always says that we eat with our eyes first, so she never skips the presentation. She loves to garnish her poached eggs with a sprinkle of fresh green onions and a side of thinly shredded carrots for a pop of color. To her, this plate isn't just breakfast. It's a small work of art that starts her day on a bright note. She's particularly fond of poached eggs because they are so gentle on the stomach and incredibly easy to eat. At her age, staying active is a priority, and she knows these eggs are a nutritional powerhouse. They are packed with high quality protein to maintain her muscle strength and lutein to keep her eyesight sharp so she can keep enjoying those long walks with her dog. Because they are poached in water without any heavy oils, they provide all the pure nutrients her body needs without feeling heavy. The best part for her is always the moment she cuts into them. Watching that silky golden yolk flow out and soak into her crispy toast is her favorite simple pleasure. It's a meal that is light, rich, and full of life. It just goes to show that you don't need a complicated recipe to eat well. You just need fresh ingredients and a little bit of love in the preparation. Which country are you watching this video from? Please leave a comment below. It is wonderful that we can connect with each other from all over the world. Let's talk about the perfect foundation for this meal, the toast. In a typical American kitchen, choosing the right spread is just as important as the eggs themselves. I am taking 2 slices of bread and getting ready to apply a thin, even layer of butter. I spread a light golden layer onto my bread and slide it into the air fryer for about 4 minutes. This creates a beautiful golden brown crust that is crispy on the outside but still slightly soft in the middle. For seniors, the gold standard is grass-fed butter. You will often see brands like Kerrygold or Vital Farms prominently displayed. This choice is not just about a richer, creamier taste, it is about significant health benefits that matter for longevity. Think of grass-fed butter as a sophisticated traffic controller for your body. The vitamin K2 inside acts like a polite guide, making sure calcium finds its rightful home in your bones to keep them strong, rather than wandering off and settling in your arteries where it does not belong. It is the secret to keeping your foundation solid, while ensuring your heart stays as clear and open as a bright spring morning. Once the toast is fragrant and toasted to perfection, I place it on the plate, ready for the final assembly. Now, I am simply lifting our chilled eggs from that clever ice bath and placing them onto the bread we just toasted. This is where the magic happens. My 97-year-old grandma, who still walks a mile every morning in the sun, always tells me that a woman's kitchen is her first line of defense against the years. She loves to garnish her eggs with these bright, juicy tomato slices and fresh herbs. She says the lycopene in the tomatoes and the antioxidants in the greens are like a youth serum you can actually taste. It is her way of celebrating life at every meal. She often talks to my mom about the fears we all share as we age. The fear of losing our mental sharpness or the worry of our bones becoming as fragile as glass. She calls these eggs her brain food. She knows that the choline found in these golden yolks is what keeps her memory as sharp as a tack, allowing her to recall family stories from 80 years ago without missing a beat. While many people her age are struggling with stiffness, she credits her daily dose of high-quality protein and those healthy fats in the grass-fed butter for keeping her joints moving like a well-oiled machine. She believes that the secret to her longevity isn't just the nutrients. It is the fact that she never settles for a boring, greasy breakfast. She avoids the heavy oils that weigh your heart down and sticks to this pure, poached method that honors the ingredients. By eating like this, clean, rich in vitamin, and full of life, she has managed to bypass the common health traps that many of her peers have fallen into. She's living proof that you can age with grace, elegance, and a lot of flavor. It just goes to show that taking those extra few minutes to poach an egg perfectly is an investment in your own future. But I am curious, how do you like your poached eggs? Do you prefer them silky like this or a bit more firm? And as we look toward the future, what is your biggest priority? Keeping your memory sharp as a tack or keeping your heart light and healthy? Drop a comment below. I would love to hear your secrets for aging with grace. And finally, I have a secret weapon for those who want a truly professional, restaurant grade finish every single time. Simply take a small bowl and fill it with enough distilled white vinegar to completely submerge your egg. Crack your egg directly into the vinegar and let it sit for exactly 3 to 5 minutes. While it rests, the acetic acid in the vinegar goes to work on the outer layer of the egg white, creating a delicate, invisible film that acts like a natural wrapper. When the time is up, use a slotted spoon to gently lift the egg out of the vinegar bath and slide it into your simmering water. You will notice immediately that the egg holds its shape perfectly, looking like a smooth white pearl without a single stray strand of protein floating away. This is the exact technique used by high-end chefs in New York and London to ensure every plate looks like a masterpiece. Once the eggs are finished, I gently lift them from the water and place them onto the plate. A light sprinkle of cracked black pepper is the final touch. Grandma says it adds just the right amount of warmth to wake up the metabolism. Then comes the best part, cutting into the egg and watching that rich golden yolk flow out like liquid sunshine. My grandma has a fascinating theory about this specific moment. She believes that the visual of a flowing yolk is a natural signal to our brains of abundance and nourishment. At 97, she attributes her glowing skin and boundless energy to these simple rituals. She often tells me that as women, we spend our lives pouring our energy into others. So our breakfast should be the one time we pour that richness back into ourselves. She calls it her morning meditation, a quiet, beautiful moment of self-care that builds the foundation for a long, vibrant life. Thank you for spending your time. If you want to age with grace and energy like my grandma, hit the subscribe button for more tips on living your healthiest life. To discover more longevity secrets, be sure to check out our health playlist on the Tom Tip channel. It is filled with science-backed advice for your wellness journey. Please like the video and share your morning rituals in the comments below.